Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. Jordan has wreaked havoc on the Newmans, especially Nikki, and while it's only a matter of time before the walls begin to close in on the mad woman. Once again, in soaps we can never underestimate a villainous scorned. However, in the real world, Melody Thomas Scott is safe from the real Genoa City madness and has set some time aside to mix and mingle with fans. The CBS soap actress shared exciting news on social media to announce that she would be making her way to Western New York for 4 special events at Lily Dale, home of mediumship and spiritual healing. Hope to see you there, Scott stated, of the appearances set to take place during a weekend in August. On Friday, August 9, join Thomas for Astrology in the Stars with special guest astrologer Cassandra Butler, where the actress will share 12 personal stories of Hollywood friends and acquaintances, who collectively represent all 12 signs of the zodiac. Then on Saturday, August 10, fans will get to attend 2 events, a VIP experience with Scott, as well as an always young and restless evening, where she'll reflect on her career and discuss her positive interactions with mediums and psychics over the years. Finally, on Sunday, August 11, wrap up the weekend with a high tea and physical mediumship with the actress, hosted by mediums Chris Seastet and Michael Clevenger. You can learn more information about each event and get your tickets today by visiting the Lily Dale Assembly. Always young and restless. My Life On and Off America's #1 daytime drama by Melody Thomas Scott $0 plus. Buy now on Amazon. Will you be in the area, and if so, do you plan to attend these special appearances? Let us know in the comment section. The morning sun filtered through the high canopy of trees like golden lace as I drove through the winding roads leading into Lily Dale, a quaint, tucked-away village in western New York that seems to breathe a different kind of magic. Known for its spiritualist roots and psychic mediums, Lily Dale has always danced on the edge of the ethereal. But today, something even more surreal was unfolding. Melody Thomas Scott, the legendary actress who has portrayed Nikki Newman on The Young and the Restless for over 4 decades, was making an appearance in this mystical hamlet. To some, it was a fan meet. To others, a glimpse into the life of daytime royalty. But to Lily Dale, it was a convergence of spirit, story, and star. I arrived at the assembly hall early. A light breeze carried the scent of pine and roses, mingling with the quiet hum of conversation. People had traveled from all over, Buffalo, Rochester, even as far as Toronto and Chicago. Most clutched well-loved soap opera magazines, photos, or hardcover copies of Always Young and Restless, Melody's candid memoir. The hall buzzed gently, wood-paneled and intimate, with twinkling string lights coiled around beams like stardust. On stage, a single armchair and a low table with a glass of water waited under a soft spotlight. There was reverence in the air, the kind reserved for icons who have stood the test of time, whose faces and voices are as familiar as family. Melody Thomas Scott, effortlessly elegant in a pale blue blouse and white slacks, her blonde hair as iconic as her presence. The applause rose in waves, and she smiled. Warm, genuine, not the polished perfection of Hollywood, but something truer. She waved, placed a hand to her heart in thanks, and took her seat. She spoke of her first days on The Young and the Restless set, of nervously walking into scenes with seasoned actors, and of how Nikki Newman, once a naive stripper, evolved into a complex matriarch. She recalled laughter between takes, the hours in hair and makeup, the shifting tides of soap opera storytelling. But more than that, she talked about resilience. There's a kind of magic in staying, she said, her voice rich with memory, in showing up day after day, year after year, and finding new ways to breathe life into a character, and into yourself. Melody laughed. Sometimes I wonder where Nikki ends, and I begin, she said, eyes twinkling. But I think that's the beauty of this job. She's lived through things I haven't, but in walking her path, I've learned how to better walk my own. The chew and it turned personal. Fans shared how Nikki's story mirrored their own. Addiction, abuse, redemption. Melody listened intently to each. She didn't interrupt. She nodded, sometimes leaned forward with a hand on her heart, her empathy palpable. A woman named Lorraine, silver-haired and soft-spoken, stood up. "Have you ever felt guided by spirits or fate in your journey?" she asked. "I have," she said finally. "I think we all are more than we know. When I was a child actress, there were days I didn't think I'd make it to adulthood. I felt watched over, protected. Even now, when things feel chaotic, I sometimes feel a presence. Maybe it's the spirit of my grandmother. Maybe it's intuition. But yes, I believe." The audience was hushed, moved not only by her candor, but by the alignment of place and presence. In Lelydale, such beliefs weren't strange. They were sacred. After the talk, the book signing began. Melody took her time with everyone. She didn't just sign names, she asked questions. "What's your story? How did you find Young and Restless? How's your mom doing?" She remembered people, their letters, their names, their energy. I stood in line, watching as a young girl, maybe 12, approached her with shaking hands. "My grandma watched you every day," she whispered. "She passed last year, but I feel like she's here." Melody held the girl's hand gently, looked her in the eyes. "I think she is," she said, "and I think she's proud of you." She signed my book with a flourish. "To the storyteller, keep the pages turning. With love, Melody." Outside, the sun was beginning its descent, turning the sky the color of tangerine and dreams. I walked along the lake, book clutched to my chest, the breeze now cooler, carrying with it the echoes of voices, of spirits, of stories old and new. Lelydale is a place where veils thin, between the living and the lost, between now and then, between what's real and what we imagine. And somehow, Melody Thomas Scott fit right in. Not just as a guest, but as a symbol. A woman who had lived many lives on screen and learned from each one. A reminder that stories save us, that even soap operas, often dismissed, hold truths deeper than we expect. Meeting her wasn't just about fame or fandom. It was about witnessing grace, the kind that shows up, keeps showing up, and turns decades of scripted lines into something profoundly human.